this just in. I hate to break it down for you, I hate to give you the truth like this, but another Chinese professional Dota 2 team has been caught red-handed yet again for cheating. It's very, very sad that I have to give you the truth like this, but this is what happened. And in this story, I'm gonna just simply break it down straight one by one. I'll read the comments, translate it, and I hope you guys can make your own assumptions. That is the point of this video. So let me give you a premise. iG.Vitality versus KG. They were both Chinese professional teams. They're trying to participate for the International of 2018 through the open qualifiers. Okay? And it's 1 minute and 41 seconds into the game when Chen has a neutral creep. He has taken control of a neutral creep named Wild Wing Ripper. So this is what he does. He abuses a bug that they did not know about, or they acted like they didn't know about. But I'm pretty sure the Dota world was already informed about this, because if a common viewer knew about it, then I'm sure they should know as well, right? Well, basically, he started channeling this skill, the tornado skill, the ripping skill on the lane, and it clearly says you are not allowed to use this in any way whatsoever in the lane. So this is what happens. I'll translate the Chinese text. So as soon as the tornado pops up, he started to aggro on the creeps, right? But the game is paused instantly at 1 minute and 43 seconds. So basically, one of the KG members, a warlock, he says in Chinese, you can't use this, ... Then Super from iG.Vitality replies and says, I am using on creeps and lane. So it's very questionable there right from the beginning. And mind you, the admins of the TI8, they are watching this game. It's the international, so you can't be doing any shenanigan work here, you know? So the conversation continues. Again, Warlock says you can't use this. You cannot do this. So now, iG.Vitality Dogfight says, rule says you can use it on lane. And then the ultimate judge has arrived. As soon as you see the solid green, the bright green, that is an admin. He is looking down at the game like a god, okay? And he has the ultimate judge. Also, another premise I want you guys to take into consideration, KG has already won one game. It's a best of 3 series. So if they win another game, they win the entire matchup. So then it continues. So everyone is right now looking at the rules and trying to figure out what's going on. At this moment, everyone is just in a state of perplexity and distraught. They don't know what's actually going on. So then iG.Vitality in July says, you can't even use on lane? He's asking a question. And then Dogfights also says, we are not using the skill on heroes. This is also questionable. If you're using a skill on the lane, you're also inhibiting the hero from being in that position, and therefore it's also attacking the hero. So that kind of argument is actually self-inflicted. And the funny part is, Dogfights seems to add more weight to the situation by saying, hey, it will be fine if you don't come over. And Warlock is like, what? What do you mean? How are you supposed to lane? How are you supposed to farm if this tornado's there? What is supposed to be banned. So it's very odd situation, you know? What's going on? Why are these Chinese teams doing this? Especially iG.Vitality, which is a highly renowned team with very high MMR ranked and intelligent players. So I don't understand what they are doing in the first place. Then the final judgment has been laid. Yes, folks, it is official. Valve and the international committee, they put the ultimate hammer down. They state iG.Vitality broke the rule by using Wild Wing Ripper's tornado. And because of this, iG.Vitality will receive a loss in this game, and therefore KG are victorious 2-0. At that moment, the whole game was already over, and KG members, most of them all disconnected from the game. It's very sad, but also something that you should take into consideration whenever you're playing a professional sport, that if there are rules, you cannot just go around the rules and act like everything is going to be okay. You have to be mindful of every single rule in the game. iG.Vitality failed to oblige these rules that were specifically written, and if you don't do this, you will get a loss. They are lucky they did not get banned and they were able to participate again at the open qualifiers. But nevertheless, iG.Vitality, a Chinese team, has been caught red-handed. This time they were caught directly in the game, and it was no spectators, no Twitch followers, no Reddit users that were complaining. It was straight on the game, vivid to everyone to see wide openly. This is a very crucial thing. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to make a quick correction. It was not Valve that banned iG.Vitality, but it was the admin. And the admin was being run by a corporation known as FaceIt. So FaceIt is responsible for disqualifying iG.Vitality. Many people to this day are questioning this action, especially because the bug was already fixed. So it's very, very, a spicy topic indeed. And it's kind of sad because at that moment when the admin officially wrote this to IG saying that they lost, every single member was like, wait, what's going on, man? It's just 1 minute and 43 seconds into the game, it's 0-0, and you're giving us a loss for that? It's kind of too harsh. That's what they're trying to argue, and they're saying that we didn't know the rules. But what do you guys think? As a Dota viewer, as a common guy, what do you think? Should they be banned? Or should they lose the game automatically after 1 minute and 43 seconds into the game? Or should they have given a warning and let them continue? My point is that, my argument, my perspective is that, hey, it was a written rule. You should follow the rules, especially in a tournament where at the moment $14 million is on the line, which is probably going up to $20 million plus. So if that much money is on the line, and if there are rules, you better follow them. It is very, very clear. That's how I feel. I don't know if you guys feel that way. And it happens to be that a Chinese team just got caught in the situation. It's the sad truth, but that is what happened. And they all continue with the question mark, every single member of the team. So then another part of the argument, and the last part, is that in July says that this bug with the Wild Wing Ripper's tornado skill, it actually is not a bug anymore. The bug is totally fixed. However, what the admin already decided previously remains to be strong. That using the skill is prohibited. You should not do it no matter what. Even if the bug was fixed, it doesn't matter. You cannot use it. You cannot use this type of skill. So this leads to another question. Why is Ice Frog even allowing this skill to be valid? Why is it available in the first place? If it's banned, why don't you just remove it entirely? Why does it still exist? It's like leading you up for failure. It's very confusing. And then in July also further solidifies his argument by saying, hey, look at their heroes. Nothing is wrong with them, So this is what comes up eventually in the following later on. The professional players are all saying these things. So a person writes, his name is INFZZZ. He says, in Chinese he wrote, so they posted the new rules in the group chat and asked if all the participating teams agree. At the time, some teams were still in the game, so they didn't reply in time, but the administrator took that as a yes anyway. What's more interesting is that I heard this bug has already been fixed, so iG.Vitality got forfeited because of a fixed bug? That's brilliant. I don't have my PC with me for now, but can anyone tell me if the bug has been fixed? So again, that same question comes up, especially by the Dota community. Then in July says, firstly, we didn't want to use any bug against Keen Gaming, and we treat every rule very seriously. But in this match, there wasn't even a bug. We were announced a loss immediately, which I couldn't accept. Besides, the bug should have already been fixed this morning, right? At Dota 2. So the whole situation is very confusing because they're saying it's a bug and the other side is arguing that you should not use it. It was already agreed upon, yet you decided to use it. So the Chinese team, iG.Vitality, is arguing that, hey, we thought this bug was fixed and therefore we could use it. It still doesn't make sense to have this bug available if it doesn't work. And then Miracle, the original Miracle, before Miracle, the best player in the world, he says, we were informed before the tournament that we are allowed to use Wild kin to push lanes, but not intentionally abuse the bug. Shortly after the tournament started, our coach, who was in the group chat, was doing the ban/pick, missed the second rule that was added. So basically, iG.Vitality are blaming everything on the coach, and perhaps he will probably be fired, but who knows. Anyways, I hope you guys got a very inside detailed look on why iG.Vitality was disqualified for a bug that perhaps no longer exists. What do you guys think? Until next time, this is Crystalis Dota out. By the way, guys, you can win a TI8 International 2018 Compendium. All you have to do is share, comment, and subscribe to this channel, Crystalis Dota. I really want to support the TI industry, the Dota world. It means so much. So I hope you guys can win. Subscribe, share, and comment.